This is a nice one because the Minister of Health, Dr. Chris Stockton, is reporting that dengue is peaking down. I can't tell you how happy I am to hear that. Dengue is peaking down.
Peaking down.
Yeah, if you go on, man. It peaked around 2 to 3 weeks ago, and that normality could return to the health sector in another month. So you're saying in another month. So that means next week, don't come back and say, Daily Empress wicked, because we said dengue gone. In another month is not next week. It's a couple of weeks, but at least it's going down.
And oh wow, we spent $250 million to combat the dengue fever. I'm wondering if that's why it's going down. Obviously, we've been fighting it.
It better.
$250 million is a lot of money.
It is.
All right.
But
all right, well done, Minister.
These are recurring things though, you know, every year, dengue. Some years more than others, but we have some environmental, you see, environmental things, people don't connect them to the personal, you know. But this is an environmental issue.
Yeah, it is.
It is an environmental issue. How we personally preserve the environment around us is one of the things that can minimize.
And we're not very good at putting in preventative measures.
No.
Even when we hear about these things, we go on with life like the same.
We're very reactive, Empress. And not till the dengue take with, then we start dash everything in the yard. Yeah.
Clean up your environment.
Yeah.
Okay, now fraud squad seeks help in nabbing an alleged fake doctor. Delio. The woman is wanted for several crimes, stemming from her allegedly posing as a medical doctor in Western Jamaica. There's a picture. The woman has been identified as Alicia Patrice England. However, she's known to call herself England McCrane or Dr. McCrane, the police said. She's wanted for breaches of the Medical Act and Larceny Act. Now, in one case under investigation, you know that the fake Dr. McCrane, treated a 2-year-old patient, Delio, fraudulently wrote prescriptions and collected hundreds of thousands of dollars as payment. So people, boy.
So pharmacists who are watching,
listen,
the police are urging you to maintain vigilance. And if you see prescriptions by Dr. England McCrane or Dr. McCrane, do not dispense them. But I would like to say, if he's a pharmacist in a community or area, you're supposed to know all of the doctors.
Every single doctor in the area.
So even if you, because she might have started to use her next name. No, I don't know if this is just extremely wicked or a mental health issue. Either way, she is a danger to society. Lady, you prescribe something to a 2-year-old? A 2-year-old? No, man.
You can call Crime Stop on 311 if you know or you have been a victim of this terrible person. 311 or 811, that's Crime Stop. You can also call the Fraud Squad. That's 922-2374 or 948-5953. You saw the picture. Her alleged or fake name is
I wish I
Dr.
could
McCrane.
say this is the first time I've heard of such an incident, but it's not. And it just tells us that we have to be more vigilant. Well, first of all, I mean, when you're going to people's office, you know, try look around the place.
see what's on the wall. Some certificate.
And where it come from.
Yeah.
Where it come from.
Yeah, man.
If the spelling in it right. If check certain things.
And also
ask certain questions.
Yeah, man.
Hey, me book up on fraud one time, you know, Empress. Let me tell you, man. And me say, watch me on that fraud boy.
Yeah.
And me look up some symptoms, you know.
Yeah.
And when I reel them off, you know, he knew what it was.
Yeah, man.
He was that good.
He did his homework.
Apparently he did. And I just said to him, if you are brilliant enough to have studied all of these things and known all of these things, go on to school. Since you want to go to school.
Get a scholarship if you can't afford it.
But you see, thief, I'm not going to say it. I'm going to say thief and green in some people, but buying it, buying it. Young lady, all I can say to you this morning,
turn yourself in.
Is yes.
If you're not already locked up at Central,
somewhere. We can't say where. We can't say where.
Apparently.
But If you're not, turn yourself in. I'm begging you. And mercy is available. Because this is mad.
But you know, yeah, you wonder if they don't think they're ever going to get caught.
No, they don't. Which one you say, Benji? The very, very last one or the one about the poachers?
WhatsApp.
Well, 15,000 pounds of conch, I have to say, confiscated from a fishing boat flying the Dominican Republic flag. So after we in a wonderful Jamaica, I say we are preserve our conch and conch, nothing thing there. 15,000 pounds. Then come here, come take up. I don't, look here.
But also where your people, you know that conch is not in season. The season has closed.
Not just closed. Somebody was here last week Thursday with me and Neville because it's gone down so much.
Yeah.
They've kind of put a ban on it, I think, for a year, if not more.
March to January.
Yes, 2020.
Yeah.
No, and so we in Jamaica are preserving our thing. And them come here, 57 fishermen, you know.
Send them
Take a boat.
Send them
come
home.
Here to poach 15,000 pounds of conch. Mercy.
But hear this, March 7 is the first of 2 deadlines for persons in possession of conch meat to make a declaration to the Fisheries Division of the type and volume they have in storage, just so you know, Jamaica, because you know we love a conch. And we don't want anybody locked up. So we had to put that information out there.
So look here, them come on a bigger vessel, you know, and then send out smaller boats.
Yeah.
So when they caught the bigger vessel, it's a routine fisheries protection patrol along the Pedro banks, 8:10 in the morning. It's upon approach, one sped off, but was pursued. So when them see the bigger vessel, them have to now go find all the little small one them. 57 men.
Wow, we're arrested. All right, WhatsApp. What's going on with WhatsApp? Continues to reduce telephone tax revenue. Minister of Finance and Public Service, Dr. Nigel Clark, admitted to a loss in revenue in responding to opposition spokesman on finance, Mark Golding's questions about a 1.1 billion gap in the figures produced in the revenue estimates, which were tabled along with the 2019-2020 estimates of expenditure in Parliament. The minister attributed the reduction in the projected revenues to the increasing use of the free WhatsApp call service, which has become very popular among Jamaican mobile users. So there you go.